see this title already right now. It's gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna hurt him. That's just what I feel.
If that happens, how do you think that affects your career in the next year? Like you're talking about other big fights, but
It's gonna
do
be
you
big
see
fights.
do you see like blue chip sponsors coming your way,
Of
pay-per-view
course.
fight?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely, you know, for me, yeah, it's gonna be sponsors. It's just gonna be more and more big fights. You know, like I said, like a Ryan, a T.O., Broly, whatever. It's gonna be big fights. It's gonna be big fights after that.
So does 140 now have to carry the flag for boxing? Used to be heavyweights to set the tone, and for so long welterweights were the glamour division.
Right.
Now with all the fighters now, as the boxing observer, not just a fighter, is 140 the weight division that has to carry the sport?
I think so. I think like at least from 135 to 147 is that glamour. You know, it's just like it's so much big fights that could be made just around us. You know, so I think so. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna be just all big fights going on around this little weight class, these 3 weight divisions.
Another big fight potentially could be Gervonta Davis. I know he's fought at 140 pounds once before against Mario Barrios, but he seems to be a 135-pound fighter moving forward. Mm-hmm. Would you be open to perhaps a catchweight with Gervonta Davis to make that fight happen?
No catchweight, 40. That's it. I told you I want to be like the Hagler of my division. No, we're not doing no catchweights. It's gonna be 140, and that's it.
Do you think that's the biggest fight for you, Tank Davis?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you talking about like the face of boxing is between him and Canelo. So I can't fight Canelo. So yeah, it'd probably be the biggest fight in between him and like Orion or Tio. That is the biggest fight for me.
Considering what you went through in the Super Series and then how big the final was, that was the first time I saw you live. I thought you won that fight. Do you think this is on the magnitude of a World Boxing Super Series final?
It's like yes and no. I don't because it was like a tournament type of thing. So when in the tournament, you have a different type of mindset. But now I don't think it's magnitude wise. I think it's bigger. I definitely think it's bigger. For sure. So it's like a yes and no type of shit. Yeah.
Regis, you mentioned Romero. What do you thought? You know, your thoughts on his last performance? You know, beating.
He got his ass whooped against that old ass man. That's what I feel. He got his ass. He was getting whooped by that old ass man. How old that man was? He said he was what, 30? That man was 50 something for sure.
I want to say 40 going on 55. But.
Bro, he was old as shit, bro. And Rolly got his ass whooped by that old man. So nah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to fight Rolly, but I would. Now it's like he does have a belt. And that will be an easy ass belt to pick up. But for me, I'm like about the legacy. You know, I want money, obviously big fights and legacy and stuff like that. But if it happens, then it happens.
Yeah, he was a little critical. You know, he said he wanted to fight you instead of you fighting Devin Haney. You know, did you get a chance to see that video?
I didn't see it. I don't see nothing. Like online stuff, I don't see nothing people talk about. Like unless somebody shows me, I kind of stay off all like social media stuff. And like sometimes my team will tell me, look at this, look what they said. So we was laughing. I laugh at Rolly. For me, Rolly is a character. So like I saw him. They was playing a video in the car yesterday. They was saying, oh Rolly said Prograis. He always butcher my name and that motherfucker ugly. He called everybody ugly. So yeah, I was just looking at that. That's all. But nah, whatever. We can fight.
You mentioned that's an easy belt for you to get. You know, he was doing okay against Tank Davis. He was in my opinion, winning that fight. You know, how would you rate him as a fighter?
I think he's shitty. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's shitty. Rolly. I don't think he's that good. Honestly, I think he has power, but I just don't think Rolly. Nah. As a fighter, I don't think so, man. He looked like a fucking. He fight like a martial artist or something like that.
Will you consider him the list serving champion that we have today?
Who else has belts? At 140 for sure. Yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, I don't think he deserved that.
After that win, everybody from Linares to everybody was lining up at his door looking for a fight. So how would you have him move going forward? How would you match make him to keep the belt in his?
I don't think he gonna keep the belt. I think he has to either have like some easy ass fights or just get a cash out, get a big fight. You know, so maybe after I fucking beat Devin, then I can go fight him and he can cash out and get a lot of money and go do what he gotta do.